Hey guys, welcome back to the crafting desk. This video is actually a continuation of the last video I did where I was making some square Valentine coaster mold projects. So at that time I went ahead and made these round ones as well because I was using the same color scheme because it is a Valentine's coaster. So we're gonna go ahead and follow up on that project and let's learn this together. I have never done a shaker coaster, so this will be a first for me. So let's see how it works. I went ahead and I drilled, I don't know if you can see it, I drilled a hole right here just because I thought it'd be easier. You could do this as a dry shaker. You don't have to put liquid in it, but I'm going to try it. I think the liquid makes it a little more fun. I like the movement of it. So let's get started here. I did make this pretty thick, so I think this is going to be a good cover for it. I think it's going to be able to hold a pretty heavy drink without any kind of problems. So for this, I have just pre-mixed some fun glitters that kind of match here, so just various. And then for my charms, I like to make these out of printable shrink paper. So I just went into Cricut Design Space, picked out some images. It's really fun with this. You can personalize. You could put names. You can see I added some bacon. I got some pretty traditional Valentine's images, coffee of course, and cookies. So you can really do whatever you want with these, which makes it really fun. I always coat them with a layer of UV resin over the ink side just to make sure it's going to be good in the water. The back is plastic. And then yeah, you can really make these whatever size and as many as you want. You can make them smaller. So I'm going to throw these in. So I am going to kind of get started. This should be hopefully a pretty easy project. So I'm going to just add in all my glitters first. And hopefully I'm doing this right. And then I'm going to just make sure, slowly put in all my charms here on top of that glitter. Okay, and then we'll take a look at this before we glue it down. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. So again, if you wanted to do a dry shaker, I think that would be just as fun. So there's that. I am just going to take my trusty E6000 and I am going to just glue the top on. So we'll just kind of get that started. And then once we get that on there, well, maybe. And I'm going to try and get this pretty solid if I can, just because I am going to use liquid. You could probably attempt to just do some UV resin and put it under the light and it probably would seal it. I'm just going to glue it right now and put a top coat of UV resin on it after. So we're going to just take that, we're going to throw that on top, and hopefully that should make sure I get a good tight seal. Okay. And from here, we are just going to let it sit. You can probably put something just to keep a little weight on it. And we're going to let that sit probably a day just to make sure. I want to make sure the glue is fully dried before we add some liquid. All right, so we're back. It has been probably over a day, and it looks like the glue is all dried here. So I think now we are ready to go ahead and add our liquid. So I am just going to find the hole that I have pre-drilled. And then we're just going to add the shaker liquid, which I have pre-mixed. I just used 2 parts water to 1 part vegetable glycerin. So we're just going to go ahead and get this filled up. So I found these really cute bottles at a Hobby Lobby, and they work perfect for this. So I am just gonna fill this up, and hopefully I have enough liquid here. I'm gonna leave just a little bubble. I don't know if that's gonna help it move any better, but we will see. And then I'm just going to take some UV resin and I'm going to seal up that hole. Just a little dab is all you need, and we're just going to use our light to get that cured up. And then once that's cured, we're just going to check and make sure that there are no leaks around the edges. So let's see, now needs a little longer. I found when you're using the handheld light, it definitely takes a little bit longer. So we'll just make sure that is fully cured. That's perfect. Now we're just gonna take a look and see if we have any leaks. Oh, and unfortunately, it looks like I do have a small leak right here on that edge. Everything else is good. So I am just gonna take some more UV resin and get that sealed up, and then we'll check again for some leaks and make sure we get it all sealed. All right, I'm gonna just try and make sure that that is dry, and then we are gonna try and just put an even coat over here. I just want to make sure it's thick enough as well to stop that leaking. So I'm just gonna try and smooth that as evenly as I can. I will be going over this whole coaster again with a light layer of resin, so if you have some little bumps, we should be able to take care of them on that second coat. So again, I'm gonna do the light here, and hopefully that'll cure. And looks like that might be a little too thick for light, so I'm going to stick it under my other light and get that fully cured. And then we are going to just check it, and hopefully this time we don't have any more leaks. And it looks like, yep, it looks like we are good. There's no more leaks. It's sealed tight. And yep, Here we go. Here is our finished shaker coaster. I think it turned out fantastic. I really love this. It's going to be something fun I can keep on my desk and just play with as I'm working. And I could also use it as a coaster. So this was a fun project. I am definitely going to be doing more of these, especially for the holidays. I love switching out for the holidays. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was a fun little add-on to my last video. And there we go.